I'm here on my favorite bass lake with the Mirage Lynx. I've just rigged this kayak out for freshwater bass fishing, just the way I like it. Up front, I've got a Ram wedge mount in the sail mast receiver that's factory integrated into this hole. And then I've got a double socket and a GoPro mount on that, which my GoPro is sitting on for a front on angle. For the nice over the shoulder angle, I've got a Ram camera boom with a track node on it that's going right into the integrated patented Ram hand track that's built into the H-Rail kit that I've outfitted this boat with. The nice thing that I like about the H-Rail kit is that you've got this integrated track as well as the capacity to mount H-Rail accessories to it. So I've actually done a combination of both things, and one of the reasons that I've done that is that I've actually run the fish finder cables into the track and up front to where my fish finder head unit sits, and then I've clamped a couple H-Rail clamps right around that to keep everything in place. The fish finder cables then at the back of the seat frame, I'm using the bungee keeper that goes over the back of the seat frame, and I'm also going over the cables and to the latch on the back of the seat frame to keep that cable from sliding around. The Mirage Lynx is such a stealthy platform that it has incredible glide. When you see a target up ahead, you kind of want to plan in advance, which actually works to your advantage. You get prepared to cast at an area before you actually get there without spooking the fish. So if you see a juicy area that you want to work with your lure, go ahead and power pull down, and you can actually stop pedaling quite far in advance, glide up just within casting range, power pull down, make that perfect cast. On the left-hand side of my kayak, I've mounted two Ram rollerball paddle clips. My paddle stashes there and it stays pretty low to the deck. I like to keep that side of the kayak open for landing fish. I've also got the new Ram Adaptapost H-Rail base on the H-Rail with a Ram Tough Tube rod holder. A lot of times when I land a fish, I'll stick a rod right in that rod holder there, and since I'm landing the fish on the left-hand side of the boat, it makes sense to be positioned on the left-hand side of the boat just after my seat stays out of my casting area, out of my landing area. But when I've got that fish on board, I stick the rod in it, I can take the hook out of the fish's mouth and get a safe release on the fish, and that works out really well for me. If you were left-handed, you might think about swapping everything to the right-hand side of the boat, and that might work better for you. Don't forget to stay hydrated on the water. For that reason, I've got my 40-ounce water bottle in the Hobie track-mounted cup holder right there, and I've got my H-Rail mini bin with my tools and my VHF radio so I can stay in communication with my buddies on the water. Right behind the seat, I've got a Vantage Seat accessory bag on my crate, and then I've actually got all the rod holders on my crate on the left-hand side of my crate to keep my casting lane clear. I'm a right-handed caster, so for 70% of the casts I'm making throughout the day, the rods sitting on the left-hand side of the crate really open up my casting lane. The Nocqua lithium fish finder battery is actually sitting inside the pouch that's part of the back of the seat here. So that's a really handy way to house that battery. Very lightweight lithium battery. You could also strap that battery up around the H-Rail or around the Ram ball that your head unit's sitting on, but this is just the way I like to do it. This morning I had the H-bar rigged up, kind of was getting familiar with the body of water for today and wanted to be able to stand up and down a lot. That H-bar helped me get up and down from my seat probably 100 times, and it didn't fatigue me at all. When the weather's really hot, and especially if you have some conditions you're battling, it helps to have that H-bar for some standing support, just to take a little bit of the fatigue off of your body and allow you to balance a little bit easier with your eyes on the horizon, making those critical casts that you want to make. Your Mirage Lynx is going to come standard with a Mirage Drive 180 with standard length kick-up fins. Because of the lightweightness of the hull and the fact that this hull sits pretty proud and up on top of the water, I find that it performs really well with the standard fins. For even more power and responsiveness out of your Mirage Drive 180, you can add turbo length fins to this drive. Simply swap out the standard length fins for the kick-up turbos, and you've got ultimate power and performance out of your Mirage Drive. One last touch that I like to add to all my fishing kayaks is an EVA deck pad kit. On this Mirage Lynx, since I'm moving around the deck quite a bit, it's really stable even as you move far forward toward the bow. I like to keep things quiet, and that EVA deck pad kit really helps with that and adds to the stealth factor of this kayak, which is a big attribute to this particular model. Overall, I'm really excited about fishing this Mirage Lynx more, and I really am enjoying it as a fishing platform. I like the aspect that you can keep it simply rigged for a quick outing and easy travel, or fully rig it to the nines for any kind of fishing that you like. For all these accessory upgrades, check out the installation rigging series on Hobie's YouTube channel for the Mirage Lynx. And for more information on the Lynx, visit Hobie.com.